I actually did really well on my Q50. I bought it right and I sold it right. So in 2018, I purchased my 2015 Infiniti Q50. It had about 25,000 miles on it, and the sticker price on the window was $19,995. I paid $21,000 out the door for that thing. I drove it for about 4 years, put about 65 or so thousand miles on it, and I sold it for $18,500. So I did pretty darn well. I actually tell people essentially I drove that car for free for about 4 years. During that time, obviously, I watched the market very, very closely, and after about 3.5 years or so, I was starting to think about moving on to a different platform, bringing a different vehicle onto the channel, but I didn't want to lose a lot of money on it. Obviously, during COVID, we saw prices of everything kind of skyrocket, right? And at one point, I was offered like $21,000 by Carvana, $21,500. I actually made a few videos about it here. I really wasn't ready to sell at that point, but as 2021 came to an end and 2022 came around, prices really sort of had started to level off, if not start to dip, and I didn't want to lose too much money on it. So I actually urged people that if they were interested in selling their Q50, they should probably get rid of it at that time, and I put my money where my mouth was. I sold that car at that time for, again, $18,500. Didn't do too shabby. Ended up buying a C6 Corvette, which I love and actually dearly miss. Moved on from that, bought a C5 Corvette, just recently sold that, if you can believe it. Miss it already. Bought my wife an Audi SQ5, love that vehicle. Bought a Nissan Titan and a camper, which we're trying to enjoy as much as we possibly can here this winter. But there's always a lot going on in the channel. I do miss the Q50, but it's definitely not the only car that I have an interest in. So if you guys are interested in automotive content whatsoever, and you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, maybe consider doing it. Appreciate you watching this one. See you in the next one.